How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews back with yet another review. Belgian time. Love me some Belgian beers. As I've stated multiple times before, totally got my start drinking good beer right out the chute with really, really good Belgian beers. Trappist beers, the whole nine, the Abbey Ales. That's pretty much what I cut my good beer cloth on. So whenever I get to try one, especially one I've never had, get a little bit of drool going on. So today we're going to be doing a Rulles Cuvée, which obviously you're looking at a little guy there with a little elf hat on. So it's their Christmas beers, or their Christmas beer, not plural, not beers, beers. As far as what it says on the bottle, it says beer, product of Belgium, unfiltered, unpasteurized, bottle conditioned, 7.3% alcohol. Rulles Cuvée Meilleurs Voeux. That's the best thing I could possibly do. French, whatever you want, Belgian, whatever you want to call it, accent. Cuvée Meilleurs Voeux is how my typical dumb American self would say it. Over here, brewed and bottled by Brasserie Artisan de Rulles. And that's about it. Nothing else on there. Gotta love it when people don't tout their beers. As far as label-wise, it's cool. I mean, it's kind of a cheesy, hokey Belgian-style label, man. They are the kings of all beer as far as I'm concerned, so they can do whatever they want label-wise. I dig it. Works for me. So there you go. Cap-wise. That's a fancy kind of cap going on there, I'll show you. It's a bit fancier than what I expect. Well, I was going to show you, but this thing wants to come out of the bottle, so I'm going to give you a little bit of a up-close pour of this sucker, and then I'll show you what the cap looks like. That is a head on there. But yeah, it's a cool little cap. You know, little dude fishing on there, fishing for some beer. Well, there you go. Headwise, well, I tossed that cap away. Super gigantic head, as you saw. It kind of just took off. Kind of like a weird, kind of off beigeish, brownish color. Infinitely creamy top to it. Wish I could tilt it forward and show you, but you probably can't see. And let's see, body-wise, it has almost that perfect, supposedly a Belgian strong dark ale. It has almost that perfect double look to it. You probably can't see it on camera, but it's got this nice kind of brown, almost unfiltered look to it. A decent amount of density and particles going on there, but yeah, it looks quite nice. Let's see what the sucker has on the nose. Wow, that's not what I expected. It's got this, like, odd spiciness to it. I know it's a Christmas beer, and usually they get your kind of Christmas spices in there, your clove, your allspice, stuff like that. It almost smells like pine. Not a pine hop, almost like actual pine. Which would be like, what the hell's the difference? Well, I didn't think there was a difference until I smelled this, so there you go. Yeah, it's just weird. It's doesn't have that bready yeastiness you expect from most Belgian style ales, especially strong darks and quads and doubles. But yeah, kind of a bizarre nose. Not bizarre, just not what I expected. Yeah, it smells interesting. Let's put it that way. Smells interesting. Looks quite nice. Let's see what you taste like. Cheers. It's got like a heat to it, like a pepper. It's really unique. When I did a Rulles, one other Rulles review, and I believe it was their triple. No, I know it was their triple. And when I poured it, I said it looked like pepper in there. And it had a little bit of kind of pepperiness to it. And it seems like maybe this is kind of like, maybe their calling card on their beers. It's got this like bizarre kind of pepperiness to it. Almost like a peppercorn beer, like the Dudicile, the Roots de Species. But not nearly as intense. Yeah. Not super full-bodied, a little bit thin. Wish it was a little bit fluffier. Not sweet at all. I mean, there's sweetness there, but it's not going to be like, wow, this is a sweet beer. It's super well balanced, except for that kind of little spice note that's more pepper than anything. Crazy drinkable. I could pound these all day. I wonder if this is old. There's no date on here. I don't think it is old. I'm looking for... Usually most old beers will have... Oh, there's a tiny bit of sediment ring around it. So this could have some age on it. I'm pretty sure the last Rulles beer I had, I assumed it was aged. They don't bottle date their stuff. But I'm assuming this one might have a little bit of time on it too. At least a year or two, which kind of explained a little bit of muted flavors on it. And that spiciness kind of coming out. If it was like a combination spice that we were trying to achieve, like, excuse me, like a Christmas beer kind of spice. And some of those spices, like your typical spices, died off but left that kind of peppery note behind. I can see that happen, which is kind of cool. I kind of dig it. A little bit singular in that way, lacking a little bit in body, but overall, for what it is, I think it's a nice beer. It's a nice experience. Not blowing my doors off, but I'm really, really glad I bought it and gave it a whirl. But that's pretty much any beer I've ever had, unless it's like a total 5-alarm dumpster fire, then that's a few and far between. So, anyway, rating-wise, I'd give it like an 83. I hesitate to give it a lower score than that, even though it sounds like I kind of like talked down on it, just because I'm such a fan of Belgian beers, and just for this alone, just what it gives me, I enjoy. I can see people giving this a much lower score, but for me, 83. Value and availability, you're gonna skip over it. Don't really see the rules all that much, and when I have, it's usually like an older bottle. So again, Pshaw and that stuff. So yeah, 83 overall. Just a kind of interesting take on a Christmas beer. Like I said, it's kind of weird in this kind of peppery sense, almost like a peppercorny taste, like a black pepper kind of taste to it, and just lacking in mouthfeel, lacking in overall. I don't want to say complexity, but it doesn't bring more to the table mouthfeel wise. Like I said, mouthfeel or taste. I just want more. I want a little typical Belgian stuff in there. I want a little dark fruit, a little date and figgy, maybe a little bit of toffee. If it's a little bit older, a little bit of body. Not that those things are there. They're just a little bit way too muted for me, and I wish it had a little bit more to it. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. If you did or you didn't or somewhere in between, please leave a comment in the comment section below. If you'd like to check us out anywhere else on the internet, you can on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and Untapped. All 4 of those places at Massive Beers. Way more active on Instagram and Untapped, so if you're going to check us out anywhere, check us out those 2 places. And yeah, another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice, weird, old, peppery, kind of Belgian-y beer right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.